All right, what is up, guys? Okay, so life is hard, but we about to make it real easy for you on another episode of Tucson Gilbert. Okay, so how to win at life. Quick note: your direction is more important than your speed. A lot of people are going nowhere fast. So let's just start about how talking about life. The reason you want to win. The reason you even want to level up, everybody knows this. It's just human reproduction, right? That's just common environmental psychology. You want to have more sex. You want to reproduce. Okay, that's just common. That's just what everybody wants. That's the end goal. A lot of the times we're just advanced monkeys, right? We're still just advanced monkeys. We just do things that allow us to achieve reproduction at a higher level. Okay, so the goal of life is simple. It's to level up as much as possible. Each level in life represents a particular challenge that you must overcome. Once you overcome that challenge, you get to move up to the next level. So that's often why you go through these dark periods. Your girlfriend leaves your ass, your business starts sucking, you're damn near depressed, but depression isn't real, right? Because it's just an emotion. But you go through these hard under, like you go down, but and then you're up like never before, right? That's life. So the goal is to complete as many levels as possible, and don't get caught up complaining about the challenges and difficult situations of life. That's just the game, right? That's just how it goes. So although it's challenging, you can boil it down to a science. If you just win enough days, you'll win the week. If you just win enough weeks, you'll win the month. If you just win enough months, you will win the year. And if you win enough years, don't get me started if you start winning years consecutively, because then you're gonna really win life. But if you win enough years, you'll win life. Win life. So let's talk about some psychology, right? According to Maslow's hierarchy, there are 5 levels in life. Level one, find the food and find a bed to sleep at night. That's real basic. That's like animal level, animal instinct. Level two, know that you're not going to die. So know that you have a solid roof, shelter, everything. You're not in danger of dying. Three, find your people, your network, your community, your friends, your people that make you laugh, right? Level four, do something that's important and valuable to both yourself and others. It's important you got something going on that gives you a reason to wake up and, not hit snooze on an alarm too many times. Okay. And then level five. So once you pass all these levels, it's only when you can move on to the next. If you can't find food, you're obviously not going to be worried about level five, which is creating a legacy. So I pretty much explained those levels pretty well. Most of us, a lot of people get a nice head start due to, your parents or your current situation. If you're lucky, your parents will have successfully guide you easily through levels one and three, and then give you a nice boost in completing levels four and five. The design of life is a big, complex game. It's the largest open world game known to date. We all begin with different starting stats, and we're all placed in a wide range of environments that can either give us advantages or disadvantages. This includes what school you went to, that strongly shapes. If you went to a ghetto public school, it really does shape um, what your future. Okay, but let's not say you were too sheltered, because then you won't want to try and go outside the box and discover life for real. But life's game design is actually pretty simple. So it's guided by a few basic principles that are designed to give the players an experience of a large amount of randomness. Okay. Life is designed to continually throw difficult and unexpected problems at you. That's just the way it is. Um, I'm not sure if you're aware, but it's so like there's always something wrong. It just always feels like, I got to do this. This isn't quite where I want it to be. It's just always something's wrong, right? That's life. That's actually the whole point. Imagine if everything was just smooth sail. It'd be so boring. So you should actually be pretty grateful that life kind of sucks sometimes, It's kind of hard out here, but that's what makes it fun. And having a lot to do, let's say you wake up one day and you're like, man, I got so much to do today. That's actually when you're at your happiest, especially if you go through that day and you actually do everything that you had in your to-do list. You're going to go to bed very happy. That's going to be the best. Like, you get this sense of completeness from having a full, hey, I did this today. I moved the needle a little bit forward, right? That's what makes you actually happy. And you're not happy as much as you seem like you want to live on an island and do nothing all day and sleep and just relax. You would be very unhappy because it's easy, right? Um, so life is a never ending stream of problems. That's just how the game works. Problems are what keep us occupied and give our life meaning. You don't appreciate anything that you're given easily, right? Anything you're given actually does not matter. That's why when you're in a relationship and your partner's just so all over you, or this is just an example, right? You're kind of like, get away from me. It's too easy, right? Not always, but if you're me, yeah. Anything you're given doesn't matter. You have four limbs: your brain, your head, and your skin. That's all taken for granted on a day to day. You don't even notice these things. You don't even care. The skin, for example, if you have acne, that's when you'll start appreciating your skin, right? Because you were given, your circumstances was changed. But all this stuff in general, you're not appreciating that. It's just given. It's just what you have. So solving problems are also necessary to conquer levels 4 and 5 and give value and leave a legacy. You should also be very grateful that life gives us problems to work with, right? This is what allows people to be at different levels of the game. Imagine if we were all the same. You just looked at somebody, he's the exact same as you. There's no reason to do anything. The whole point is that we're not the same. And the reason we're not the same is because some people went through things that other people didn't go through. You don't have the right to be the same as somebody else. And you should never compare yourself to somebody because you didn't go through what they went through and you didn't have the same circumstance that they had. Okay. Everybody's different for a reason. You should be grateful for what you went through and where you're at because you can always be better. Right. So would the game be even fun if we're on the same level? Hell no. So, that and most people in life shy away from problems, so tackling them head on becomes your easiest way to pass everybody. Everybody, they'll have a problem and they'll sleep on it, or they'll say, "I'll do it later." If you can tackle that problem head on, you're gonna be 99%. How to be 99% of people, right? Continue to work hard without needing an immediate result. If you just a problem comes your way, and you're like, I'll just get it done, right? That's 99% shit. That's how you be in the 99% for real. Because most people, what? Sorry, that's how you be in the 1%. That's how you be in the that's 1% shit. So 99%, most people are just coasting. They're kind of like zombies, honestly, because stuff comes their way and they'll use mechanisms to avoid it. They'll drink, they'll smoke weed, whatever. The best thing in life is to just tackle stuff head on. Because right here, players may respond to problems with either solutions or distractions. All players must meet problems with a reaction. Even choosing not to react, that's a reaction. That's why your ass is broke, straight up. All reactions can be divided into two ways: solutions and distractions. Your ability to choose a solution instead of a distraction is ultimately what defines your success as a player in the game of life. Okay? The more each solution or distraction is used, the easier and more automatic it will be in the future, right? So if every time a problem comes up, you smoke some weed, you go get drunk, that's natural habitat. That's what you're gonna do every time. But if every time a problem comes up, you're like, get this shit out my face, right? Uh, then that's what you're gonna do every time. And then guess what's gonna also happen? You're gonna get very successful. Okay. So the easiest way to start forming the best habits start with how you think and perceive the world. If you constantly think about how to make money, then life will unfold new opportunities for you and you'll be ready to take advantage of them. I'm not even gonna start talking about the spiritual side of life, how to actually attract what you want, and get pretty much everything you want in life. But let's just start about thinking. So if you're just constantly thinking like, man, I hate this situation I'm in. I want to be rich. Um, First of all, thought is never enough. You need to take action, but thought is where it starts because thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to habits, habits lead to your actual life and your success. Okay. Or your failure if you have the wrong habits. So if you constantly think about money, life will start unfolding new opportunities for you and you'll be ready to take advantage. Same goes if you're constantly thinking about the next time you'll get drunk, high, or party next weekend, or that bozo girl who you know damn well isn't even worth your time, right? Because don't get me started, right? You become rich in your mind long before your bank account does. This is more than facts. I was a billionaire 2 years ago before I even made $1,000 online. Don't ask me how. It's all mindset. It's all mental. So habits are necessary because they prevent you from falling back to previous levels you've already conquered. Like I said earlier, it's important for the real reasons behind you want to advance to the next level in life. A man who lacks purpose will distract himself with pleasure. A player, once they found a solution to a level, they must employ that solution enough times to make it a habit, thus mastering the level and allowing them to move to the next level, right? So you can't just have a problem and then you get past that stuff once. No, because then that problem will keep coming back up. You haven't truly mastered it. This has to be easy to you. You master the level, you move on. Okay. Otherwise, life will throw the same problems back at you. A solution moves us forward to the next level. Distractions keep us on the same level. The most common distractions, I shouldn't even have to tell you, you know that you're bullshitting every day, scrolling through social media, got the wrong friends, smoking weed, excessive drinking, excessive sex, procrastinating. I'd say all these are the worst, I'd actually say procrastinating is the most common. It's actually the worst one because everybody procrastinates. Everybody's like, I'll do this later. Get it done now. Okay. So there are more as well. You likely already know your bad habits. I don't need to tell you that you're doing dumb shit, right? You know what you're doing. And if our distractions become habits, then will become perpetually stuck at the level and not even be conscious about it. And that's the worst. That's actually the cycle of poverty. When you're in the repetition so much of doing the same thing and you're stuck, okay? Because everything in life is a wavelength. You can be in a life cycle lifeline. Sorry, a lifeline. So you can be stuck on this lifeline unless you change your thinking. That's actually step one to get on a new lifeline. Then you change your actions. You keep going up lifelines, keep making more money, keep being more successful. That's how life works. It's all energy, it's all wavelengths. Talk about that in another video. So the formula for winning at the game of life is actually really simple. Correctly identify your solutions and your distractions, eliminate distractions, stay consistent. If you do it for if you do it for 1 month, that's not enough. You need to do it for years. You need to go into this thing that I'm going to do this for the next 3 to 5 years, maybe even 10. Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take you. You need to do it for a long time. And consistency is what beats everything. So even if you're kind of BSing here and there, if you're consistent for a long period of time, ultimately you'll beat everybody, right? So remember, you spawn into the game as yourself, but the coolest thing about life is you can become whoever you want to be. It actually is a video game, right? Let's say you want to be Chad. You're Chad now. You deploy in yourself the characteristics of Chad, and you're Chad. So that's the magic of the game of life. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.